This is the story of Tae2Smooth, the Twitch streamer. Let's get into it.
Hey, y'all can make fun of Tay as much as y'all want, my. Do we do some dorks? Yes. Do we need to rebrand? Yes. Do we need to lose weight? Yes. Is he big as hell? Yes. His shoes mad big? Yes. Do we work at Domino's? Yes.
His shoe. Well, he said his shoe is big. He can't even control that. Okay, whatever. Anyway.
All these things, yes. But guess what?
Bro, I've seen this intro probably so many times because if you guys don't know, the person that made this video is my best friend, so she wanted like feedback on the intro or whatever. So I've seen this intro, and licking your own feet should be a criminal act. I'm sorry, with all due respect, it needs to be a criminal act, especially you doing it on camera. I don't know how many people were traumatized by that. It's a criminal act, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. With ketchup, criminal act, bro. I'm not gonna pause it too much because this video is 37 minutes long, so get your snacks ready because we're gonna be here for a while.
This got the most heart I ever seen, my nigga. Up in my yeah, Tay.
I never go out of my way to do it dirty, bro. I want to see him go crazy, but ultimately, it's gonna be his own downfall. There's always somebody doing better than you that you gotta hate on. And Wayne, that's why you don't get views, because you don't know how to really do this. This is slammer get slammed. You know those. Don't stop. I know I scammed it for $15, bro.
Even before the May 13th incident, it was very clear that a lot of people weren't too fond of Tae2Smooth. From the chat to the bros down to the huzz, Tae's PR has always been terrible. Ironically, Tae was constantly in the Hunger Games fighting for his life.
What is he eating?
So when it
what is he eating?
Tae was
What is that? I don't think I want to.
Constantly in the Hunger Games fighting for his life. So when it came out that he was behind that
bro, look at your wall, bro. Look at your wall, bro.
Games fighting for his life. So when it
look at this wall right here, bro. Like, you got this. Is this Photoshop or is this real? Nah, bro. Why do you have this picture? Okay, you know what? I need to stop posing.
It came out that he was behind not one but two burner accounts used to talk behind the backs of some of the people who he claimed to be his closest friends. I was not surprised, because there's only so many times you can call somebody fat, ugly, and stupid until they finally do something about it. I mean, what did you expect? Bro couldn't even type in his name on YouTube without comps of him getting bullied popping up. Tay couldn't catch a break, but why? Especially when there's people like the Shade Diddy frauds that exist. Now, I personally don't have anything against Tay, and despite all the degenerate things that he's done, I don't think he's a bad person at heart. Now, with that being said, don't get it twisted. With all the people he slimed out, even without factoring in the burner accounts, he can never be my friend. But I think if y'all can forgive Neon for all his treacherous behavior, then there might be hope for Tay. Heck, Max even allowed him back on stream after saying he'll never do that again. So does this mean we're getting some type of Tae2Smooth redemption arc? Well, first, we need to understand why everybody hates Tae2Smooth in the first place. And in this video, I'm going to explain it due to 7 deadly sins. Starting with lust. Lust is the overwhelming desire for something, often tied to pleasure and attraction.
Bro, my mans, I can't keep pausing it, bro.
And it's the thing I'd argue gets Tay into the most trouble.
I just know it's pink.
If you think about it, it's the reason why Rage and Dante's communities originally didn't like him, and partly why he's always getting embarrassed. Truth is, Tay's problems began way before he met Max and joined 5-Star. Because had he not been lusting over Mari, then he might not have this reputation of someone who harasses women.
Tay exists in these online streets because he got known for harassing women, and I'm not lying. I'm not trolling. I swear to God on my life.
And if I'm being fair, there is a lust problem within the streaming community in general.
You so freaky.
But Tay is like the OG example of gooning gone wrong. He liked Mari so much that he made love songs about her.
Are we that fun?
Mari bustin', yeah, she cute, yeah, she bad.
And you know what's crazy is that I actually listened to this song, and this song is not bad. Like the intent for this song is terrible. Like, the beat is good. I think the mixing of it is good. If this song just wasn't like based on goonery and just complete foolishness, I think this would have been a good song. But look at the cover for this song, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, this is bad. This is terrible.
And this is where things should have stopped.
Hey, stop.
Because if everything would have ended here, at least Tay would have been seen as just another Shamik Moore, and that would have been it. But it got so much worse. Long story short, Mari had a boyfriend, so obviously she wasn't messing with the song.
I hate to break it to you, Ted, but do you see my Discord status, mister?
What does your Discord status say?
Do you see my Discord status, mister? Yeah, man.
And you can see here, Tay already feels some kind of way about it.
What did it say, Gavin?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Who the hell named they Gavin? It's your boy Tae2Smooth back at it again with another video, man.
So much so that he ended up making a diss track on her boyfriend and another guy named NR.
I go by flight. You call me FTC. Like, I'm a grown man and you want me to call you LTC.
Who previously dissed Tay because he also liked Mari.
I really gotta murder this little nigga one more time. How the fuck you making disses in your...
Let's cut the shorty. We both obviously in love with each other. I want you, you want me. Let's make it official. Baby, you my world, you my sunshine, you my purpose, you my everything. Alright.
This little nigga one more time. How the fuck you making disses in your bitch ass can't even rhyme.
The issue with Tay's diss was that he was being very disrespectful towards Mari, which is kind of confusing because what did Mari do? I thought you liked her.
She one person out digging your and Gavin a hoe, he ain't with the call Mari up, have her swallow my kids.
What did he say?
Now I'm not sure how this led to him making diss tracks on her.
Mari, while you talking hoe, you need to know your place. I might pull up to your crib and bust a nut right in your face.
Kicking a little bit.
Brother,
In a video calling her current boyfriend an alleged groomer.
But at the end of the day, she is of age, man. But like, you know, it's looking like Rico the Giant is looking like Rico the Groomer.
Which is crazy work, by the way, because back then
The thing is that that situation was like blowing up on TikTok, blowing up on Twitter, all that. I don't know when Tay, I don't know the timeline of events when that stuff happened. I don't know if Tay was the person that kind of skyrocketed that or he just hopped on the train. I have no idea. For him to get on here and start talking about this whole situation is kind of ironic because this guy already had mad allegations against him, harassing women, all this stuff, and this guy just so happens to get on Rico or in, you know, Mari's case when this guy has allegations of him harassing women. So it's very interesting, very ironic.
really felt like Tay was somewhat trolling. When did it get so serious? But this is what always happens. I don't know why, but it's like whenever Tay is within a 5-mile radius of fine he loses all self-respect. Tay's desire to be desired has led him down the path to where he's out here lying about linking with the huzz.
I will pay you just to hear her voice, gang. $100. No cap.
Nah, that's no, bro. I have morals, bro.
Yeah, okay. Going to multiple massage parlors for rub and tugs?
I ain't gonna lie, this shit felt good. Like she was really massaging my.
And claiming to have over 13 bodies. You can't make this up.
You have 13 bodies for real. You don't gotta lie, gang.
I swear to God. Like I would not lie to you niggas, bro. Why would I lie?
Bro, that's not a flex, bro. Telling another man that you put your plug inside many outlets is not a flex, bro. It's not a flex to say that you have XYZ bodies, bro. I'm not impressed, bro. I'm not. As far as I'm concerned, you're a whore monster. Sorry. Any person that says they have XYZ bodies, you're a whore monster. I'm sorry. I don't care. If you're flexing that, you're a whore monster. If you're a person that, you know, went away from that lifestyle and is waiting for marriage, I respect that and that's honorable. But if you're a person that sit up here and flexing saying you have XYZ bodies, that's not a flex, bro. You are a whore monster and you have a used tool. Just that simple. All due respect.
Where is she?
She's right next to me. She's just not saying anything.
Hello?
Bro, chill. Like, why are niggas worried about my bro? I would never lie, bro.
No, bro. Why can't she just say, hey, it's her? Is she mute?
No, she's not mute, bro. I'm about to hang up though.
No.
13 bodies and you willingly made a video and got on a Discord call basically admitting to paying for it. I pay for the yeah, alright. And look, if you gotta pay for the box, do what you gotta do. And I'm not trying to watch.
What?
But when there's clip after clip of women not messing with you,
no, you're not putting on my best friend with that.
And you disrespecting them for that exact same reason.
I just want to watch my show and eat my food and be left alone.
And that's why you'll never be great.
Then you gotta understand why that's hard to believe. There's no reason why I should be clicking on a Tae2Smooth video titled Mari Iglesias Duke mourning her boyfriend when all of that stuff happened in 2021.
She might be Duke Dennis's biggest blazer though, I'm not gonna lie. I saw she made like an hour-long reaction on Duke Dennis.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the?
Like, why do you even care? And then whenever his questionable behavior is brought up, he downplays it and says that he never liked her.
I made 2 songs as a joke and then took that shit and ran with it like, oh my god, this nigga's obsessed with Mari. Nigga want Mari so bad, bro. Nigga, be fucking for real with me.
This nigga is Chad. I promise to God, I'm on my knees. This nigga is lying.
Not even gonna say too much. She know where she stand in my eyes.
Bro, we have you on video.
Shit,
we have the songs. Basically taking no accountability while constantly having Mari's name in his mouth. Like when she understandably didn't want to go to Max's yacht party, probably because you were gonna be there.
Because I feel like he'll still try to come up to me and like, dude, like, you know, be weird. I do not want to be in the same vicinity as that nigga.
And instead of being mature about it and respecting her decision, Tae decided to make a song throwing subs at her boyfriend. He did this right after apologizing, by the way.
Mari, I'm sorry for everything I've done to you, and I would like to apologize to Rico as well for calling him a groomer.
Why are you dissing her?
I'm not dissing nobody, nigga, chill.
So you're not gonna say no subs, nothing?
Cross my heart, nigga.
Give a fuck about your man. Gang no random niggas, huh? Give a fuck about no giants. We might slay that nigga.
This is good, bro. This is good. But why not put this energy into a job or something?
Again, do you not see how weird this is? He also posted about her on his burner.
Nah, bruh.
And basically admitted in 2024 to still having feelings for her. Feelings for what? I don't know. But this is important because he also revealed that he still followed her on his burner accounts. Which makes me think, were those burner accounts originally created for you to spy on Mari and continue being a creep, and they just ended up turning into something else? Because that would add up. Because people already don't like you, and you have a past of doing weirdo things, it's not hard to figure out why people jump to certain conclusions about you.
Oh my gosh,
Then
bro, this is
came
bad.
pride, which is an excessive sense of self or superiority. And Tae has always had some level of pride despite it constantly being wounded. You can see it here on the burners where he thinks he's entitled to more opportunities than his friends just because he grinds and streams more than they do. And if you consider girl content and being humiliated on stream grinding, then so be it. Tae's argument is very consistent with the one he made back in the day about being a YouTuber who actually puts effort into their content.
I actually upload to YouTube. Like, I am a actual content creator. Why females can't succeed in the WNL community? Hell nah, she's talented as shit. I edit
my mans, what are you?
Videos. I do this, I do that. I don't just leech off of niggas and then just go and stream because it's the easiest thing to do.
Music is something Tae also has an ego about, and I'm not gonna hate. He does have a few or one good song here and there. However, whenever Tae would participate in song/diss wars, he would always act like a sore loser.
I got fucking last, just say the fucking rating. I saw Wayne as a judge, nigga. We knew it was gonna happen, bro. Get some real niggas to judge the songs, bro. Yeah, y'all niggas already competed against me, bro. It's clearly a little biased, bro.
Whenever something is said about Tae that he doesn't like, he tends to get very sensitive and emotional about it, which leads him to doing dumb stuff like making diss tracks.
And I know that you love it. Shawty gonna suck on me like my buckets. I put that shit aside. Fuck it, go get my fries. Put that shit right in that bag.
I find it ironic how Tae talks about putting the fries in the bag here when that's something he can never do. Imagine wasting your energy making a diss track on somebody, and then when it's actually time to settle the beef in a diss wars, you lose.
Tae, how do you feel?
About what? What am I supposed to feel about? Losing a competition? Would you rather lose a competition or a court case, though?
You only had one chance.
Bro, what?
Bro, you lost a round of diss wars. The whole point of it is just for entertainment and to hang with the bros. Instead of just
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of instigated. I'm not gonna lie. Cause like, why are you gonna ask somebody how do you feel about losing? Like, what? That's not. Like, I can understand, like, when you have a whole bunch of people, especially if it's a song war, most people's ego are off the roof. Most people, you can't tell them they have a bad song. You can't tell people, oh, this, you need to fix this. No, you can't. Most of these people egos are above the roof. So it's like Max asking him how you feel about losing is kind of like instigating. I'm not gonna lie, because obviously, what response is he gonna say? Oh, how am I supposed to feel? Like, you know, and he comes up with some stupid response. Oh, at least it's not a court case though. Like, okay, what does that have to do anything? He could have just said, oh, that's not. It's just, you know, I lost. It is what it is. I'll try to come back better. You know, I'll try to win next time. Easy response, just like that. Humble response like that. But of course, ego. Everybody in the room. It's not good, bro.
The L, Tae caught an attitude and made things personal.
Bro, like, we just went over this. Why
I'm
you
about to
keep
say my
trying to
court
get
case ain't
personal,
even
nigga?
happened yet, bro.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, like, we doing diss wars, bro. You talking about real life shit.
Yo,
nigga, that shit weird.
You a like
This in real life shit.
you a fat ass nigga. Like I can't even explain.
Oh God,
You a fat ass.
Like on soul, that's why niggas like dead be on your shit, bro.
This explains why he was constantly getting into those 20v1 arguments against everyone in the court, which is something that is always getting him into trouble because he's always running his mouth and talking reckless about things that he shouldn't, which would have everyone, including Chad, on his ass. But I think the way that pride mainly manifests in Tae is through the way he's never willing to admit when he's in the wrong. Up until the burner accounts, Tae has faced little to no consequences for all the things that he's done.
Okay, time's up.
Yeah, after the whole Mari situation, he was exiled from Rage and Dante's communities, but he was still able to join 5-Star despite many people trying to warn Max about him.
The one and only nigga that y'all been telling me to cut off for 2 years. Got exposed.
Which inadvertently led to Max having a series of segments about Tae and his past behavior, where he's lied multiple times.
This nigga lied about his weight. Tae is 280 pounds.
Been in some kind of drama or scammed multiple people. And yeah, you never scammed again, unless it was for Twitch partner.
Niggas is ganging up telling me that I'm a view botter, and nigga, regardless, my content hit, bro.
Allegedly. But everything else about you remained the same. Even when Tae was taking the right steps in order to change, he would always do something to ruin it. But despite it all, Max still continued being friends with him. And Tae never once thought to himself, I'm getting away with a lot right now. Chad don't like me. I'm always getting into these petty little arguments. Let me humble myself. Nah. And because of this, Tae was never willing to completely change, in my opinion. At least not until it was too late. Which brings us to the next sin. Sloth. A reluctance to work or make an effort, or just plain old laziness. Hey, if you want people online to change the way that they view you, it's like what Alan said. You need to have some kind of character development.
You know, character development, if you go through that character development, people start fucking with you more because they see that you change and you understand.
It's not gonna happen overnight. Look at D-Lou, for instance. When the rapper smoking in the crib incident happened, he was low-key beefing with Chad, but he knew his role played into it, and the more and more he appeared on stream, the more he was able to change the narrative. You think if D-Lude stayed the same from his first canon appearance, people would like him the way they do now? I highly doubt it, and Tae just doesn't understand how to apply that logic to himself. Instead, he just self-sabotages. How many times has Max told this guy Tae to go to the gym, to leave people alone, to work on himself in order to fix his PR, and he didn't really do it?
Yo, lock in on the gym, get your right, and then come back. We had a whole plan for this. And then it was gonna be like, yo, this Tae ball stuff. Am I lying? I swear to God.
And if he was doing it, it was not on his own accord. And you can make the argument that even if Tae did do all those things, people still wouldn't like him. And yeah, you might be right, but he never really gave it a fair shot in order to know. Instead, he got content and became a glutton.
Hold on.
For punishment. To be a glutton for punishment means to be someone who is willing to take on unpleasant tasks that other people dislike. When Max confronted Tae about the burners, his main argument for doing what he did was because he felt like he couldn't speak up for himself because he was the punching bag of the group.
Like,
bro, that's crazy work, bro.
Yeah, literally the punching bag, bro. Every time I say some shit, it's either shot down or, you feel me, gonna flip it and make it seem like it's some crazy shit.
Which is true. Find me the stream where Tay has appeared.
Bro,
and
if you guys seen those videos of the people in the train looking at people's phone in the UK, that stuff is hilarious, bro. That series is hilarious.
wasn't being called fat or at least getting clip farmed. And sure, I feel bad, but at the same time, Tay, Max has a point.
You are the punching bag. I'm gonna keep it a buck. And you said multiple times you didn't want to be the punching bag, but you put yourself in punching bag positions. For example, getting mouth-fed watermelon.
You weren't helping your situation, like, at all. And I'm not trying to say because Tay would.
Why would you do that? Like, what possessed you to do that? Getting mouth-fed a watermelon.
Goofy, that it justified the way he was being treated. Absolutely not. But why are we acting like on top of Tay's unwillingness to change? He wasn't low-key benefiting from doing humiliation ritual type stuff as long as he got attention and continued being around Max. The amount of times people have asked if this guy Tay had a degrading kink because he would repeatedly do things which would further make people lose respect for him.
On me, this is kink, bro. I can tell this is fetish, bro. He get a kink out this, bro.
Kink, bro. I tell him to quit dunking on me all the time.
I feel like he got an embarrassment kink in a way, low key. Like, you like getting embarrassed. You like looking like a.
Look at him. He got a degrading kink. I've been told y'all this. I'll never lie to y'all. He got a degrading kink. He liked this.
It almost was as if he enjoyed it.
Hey,
because how many times are you gonna get embarrassed by women for you to go, hey?
Yeah, nice try, Diddy.
Maybe doing girl content ain't for me. I don't even have to watch the clip, and I already know Tay is going negative.
Yo, Tay, what are you?
Oh, hell no.
See? You're fully aware that you can't get away with things that the average person can.
Wait, what does that say?
See? You're fully aware that you can't.
So far from what I'm hearing is, can say whatever they want about Tay, but he can't say anything back or he's weird. Okay, that's his burner.
Get away with things that the average person can. You've expressed multiple times that you didn't want to be the punching bag. Clearly nothing was changing, yet you're still signing up for the humiliation anyways? Are you under a genjutsu or something? Because why didn't you ever think to leave? You got 30-year-old Silky and his stinky grills. Dirty Mac and you live. No one really cares. Everyone is laughing in your face for the clip, and you're just standing there like an NPC, pissed.
Calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
Moving along, let's take a look at the first 5-star house. This is the place where I feel like marked the transition from Tay getting bullied online and over Discord to in real life, which is crazy because tastes were up and down that people couldn't treat him any way in person.
I love y'all, bro, but don't act like y'all gonna bully a bro. Like,
just for his first appearance IRL to be the stream that solidified him as the jester of 5-star. In 2023, Max flew out all of Baddie Hub bandits to hang for the weekend. After they all meet and Max conducts his little casting couch interviews,
oh my god, what is that?
to make things more exciting, Max introduces a competition where they can.
Where is this clip from? I need to know where
to
this
make
clip is
things
from.
more exciting,
Where this man
Max
so is excited. Where is this clip from? Please tell me. I need to know where this clip's from.
This is a competition where they can either earn points by doing challenges or do the real ninja system. And whoever gets the most points by the end of the weekend wins a prize. And as soon as Tay opened his mouth and said these words.
Why are you gonna win this competition?
Because these niggas ain't got that dog in them like me, nigga. I'm gonna do whatever, nigga. I'm gonna get down and dirty.
House real niggas should be alright, but take is a bitch.
I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get that money, nigga.
I already knew it was over.
X on the beat.
I don't want to see that, bro. I don't want to see that, bro. Yo. What am I looking at? What am I watching, bro? What? Okay, I don't want to see that. Dang, bro. What is going on?
Whatever happened to shame? Bro went on a 3-day humiliation ritual speed run for $1,000.
Leave me alone!
Hair Tae, I think you dropped this. I already know you have a job, but this is just in case, because it only goes downhill from here, and that's because of greed, which is the intense and selfish desire for something, especially wealth, power, or food. Sorry. Since the beginning, Tae has let it be known that he's always wanted to be some kind of content creator.
Growing up, only had two dreams. That was either be a professional football player or be a famous YouTuber. After being inspired by people like your age, being
Bro, you got fried chicken on your shirt, bro?
YouTuber. After being inspired.
Is that fried chicken on your shirt? Bro, that better not be fried chicken on your shirt, bro. That better not be Crown fried chicken on your shirt, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro. You're not making yourself look good, bro. Please, bro.
YouTuber turned into me wanting to be a streamer.
Even thinking that just because he made videos, that him and Rage were somehow peers.
I'm not a viewer. We're peers. I just happen to be smaller than you.
This is not serious, right?
Which is comical because Tae's whole internet existence at the time was built off of him making this.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see
Bro
that.
was just sitting there like a bitch, bro. Just following orders, bro. My problem is that he's talking like this, yet his whole career is built off another nigga's back.
Something that Tae also mentions is that he's broke, which explains why he was crashing out at 5-star house, twerking on live, and scamming kids. It's because
What possesses you to do that? Seriously, as a man, like, what possesses you to do that? Now that I think about it, a good amount of the people that's black in the WO community, that's like, you know, famous streamers or like has like a good amount of followers or whatever, they always like doing some weird stuff. They always twerking or saying some weird, crazy stuff, like out of pocket stuff. I don't know if that's a part of the culture or something, because like now that I think about it, Berleezy twerked, Dante twerked, I think your Rage twerked, Tae2Smooth twerked. I don't know if plaqueboymax twerked. I don't think he did. Who else? Just like and I'm pretty sure what's his name? Bruce dropped him off. He did some weird stuff. Like, bro, I don't know. Like, what possesses you to do that? Like, you just, I don't know.
Because clearly he wasn't gonna go back to working at Domino's, not when he's friends with Max and money was on the line. Everything just connects back to this idea of Tae just wanting to be successful on the internet.
I'm back to the nigga I was when I started doing this shit for the love of the game, you feel me? Niggas reverted, start doing this shit for money, start doing this shit for monetization, start doing this shit for connections and collabs and shit. Nigga, fuck that shit, nigga.
Connie also brings up another good point.
He has to go as far as tolerating the disrespect at whether it's a joke or it's not a joke, whether he's being dragged around or not. He's willing to sacrifice that as long as he's up there with them.
Tae just desperately wanted to fit in and be accepted, so he was willing to accept any
That's
kind
a
of
good clip.
treatment.
That's
which
a
is
good clip
sad
right there.
because even though a lot of what happens to Tae is self-inflicted, he was already bullied growing up.
Ever since I've been growing up, bro, niggas, I've always been getting dogpiled, bro. Always been getting my shit shut down. Always been having niggas tell me, like, you feel me, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. You feel me? Calling me a loser, calling me corny and shit like that just for being who I am. And like, bro, I'm just tired of that shit. You feel me?
It just goes to show that sometimes you gotta be careful what you wish for. Yeah, Tae got what he wanted, kinda, just not in the way he expected. Wrath is the overwhelming anger towards someone or something. And there are two people who really brought out the wrath of Tae2Smooth. Or maybe Tae brought out the wrath in them. One of them was my favorite 5-star side character at some point. No, it's not that fake demon Trent.
One of us has insecurities and the other one doesn't.
Or Deanna.
First of all, in no world am I voting for that Indian black bitch.
It's D. Charles, aka Wayne. And this guy has hated Tae since the beginning. Do you know how much someone has to not like you for there to be a 5-minute comp of them making faces and straight hating on you?
What's your gun sound like?
Wayne really couldn't stand Tae.
I can't stand him.
And I'm not completely sure where their beef even stems from. Apparently it was over a game of 2K. But who cares? To me, they were just two people who naturally didn't get along. And that's fine. The problem was whenever they crossed paths. These two would always have back and forth arguments with each other, even on the burners.
You was arguing with his burner.
Nigga, not even arguing. I would just send in memes to it.
However, nothing came close to what happened at 5-Star House. Max is aware of the drama going on between Tae and Wayne and wants them to fight it out.
Goal tonight, by the end of the night, I want to get Wayne to box Tae.
They get to boxing, and Tae ends up doing the one thing Wayne asked him not to do. So, being the hothead he is, Wayne runs inside and grabs a KNIFE in an attempt to stab Tae in GTA.
You want to drop niggas beat? Stop. You want to drop niggas beat? Come here. Stop. Let's drop. Stop. Let's drop. Stop, bro.
Thankfully, nothing happens, and everyone is trying to calm Wayne down. Tae wants to leave, and rightfully so.
I'm not staying here, nigga. You got me fucked up. I told you what you gonna do.
But it's moments like these where Tae starts to confuse me. Because present day, he'll say something like this.
You would think niggas wouldn't be cool with a nigga trying to attempt a murder, nigga. You feel me?
Bro, what is this fit, bro? Where are you coming from? An interview? Where are you going? A business meeting? What is this fit, bro? This fit is crazy work, bro. And the hair with it, this is a crazy combo, bro. I'm sorry. I know I'm not trying to hate, but you look like a business dad, you look like a business uncle, business grandfather. Like, what is going on, bro? I'm sorry.
But they draw the line at niggas talking shit. So like,
and it's like facts, but where do you draw the line? Did you forget? You still continued being cool with Wayne too.
What you got on, bro?
Hey, P.O. box.
Y'all might not have been friends, but you allowed yourself to be around him and other people who didn't care about what he did. Wayne told you what he was gonna do to you, to your face.
You know what I told you I do to you. You know what I told you I do to you.
And over Discord, so you knew this was a possibility, and you still went along with it.
I don't understand why you even did this to yourself. This made you look so stupid.
You were even antagonizing him in the moment.
This is slam or get slammed, nigga. You know those. Stop. No, hold on.
The next instance I want to talk about, unsurprisingly, stems from Tae lusting over a woman again and it not going his way again.
We're friends.
Friend? I said you bad. I'm going, bro. She too bad, bro.
Tae decided to spin the block one more time and goon over this cosplay / streamer girl named Busette. Viva la vida by cosplay. What sets Busette apart from all the other girls Tae has liked, besides Mari of course, is the fact that he constantly let it be known that he actually had feelings for her. Vouching for himself on the burners.
No, not as couple. I'm single. He's cool. Give him a chance. How are you getting done on your burner, motherfucker?
Bringing her on stream multiple times.
My thing is bro, okay, first off, you have LTG merch on. That's automatically a red flag. Why is LTG someone you're looking up to? Why are you buying merch from this man? I'm sorry, all due respect. Number two, why are you going on burner accounts to hype yourself up? You're not actually hyping yourself up. You make
playing games with her, introducing her to his friends. Hell, he even made a song for her, and it really seemed like she was going, just not for Tae. Because when we saw her at the Faze 100 Days M Diddy party, things said otherwise. We start with Max walking around talking to people, trying to make sure all his friends got there.
Yo, my friends can't come in?
Later. Oh my god.
He does eventually find them, but when he goes to take a pic, I start hashtag noticing things. Number 1, Glazin, you're not slick. I see you trying to sneak into the photo. And number 2, there are 2 people who are missing from the group, Tae and Nico. Now Tae's not there because he was outside on the hill, but bankruptcy made sure he got in. In fact, he arrived at the same time as Nico and Busette, so everything seemed totally fine for the next 13 minutes. When Max sees Busette again,
oh, this is the Busette person you was talking about. I did not know who you was talking about, bro. Busette, it's kind of crazy, not gonna lie. But alright, whatever, I guess, bro.
Which is interesting since up until this point, she's supposedly supposed to be Tae's girl. I mean, he spent so much time claiming her. So
I'm thinking this whole time Nico Busette is a guy,
where is he at?
a whole male, a homo sapien.
What she says. It was so embarrassing that
Nico's a different person. Busette is a. I thought those were two. I thought Nico Busette was one person. That stuff is crazy.
Max heard this, Bro started emoting.
Can't see y'all right now, so if y'all talking,
Just look at chat, bro. Gaz and Screet were instigating.
pulled up with Nico to the party.
And after this, it was pretty much GG's.
Hey, GG's in the fucking chat. You can back up a little bit.
Since she was basically with Nico the whole time. And what else is Tae supposed to do in the moment besides dance through the pain? Clearly something happened between Busette and Tae. Because how did the girl that you like end up with your mans? And something did happen, because shortly after this, all chaos ensued in a 3-part saga with what felt like Tae low-key content farming the situation. Because why are you calling up the people who did you dirty to figure out why they did you dirty when you should already have the answer? These are not your friends. These are just 2 instances of many that should have been canon events for Tae. The best way I could explain his situation is that Tae spawned in a lobby that he wasn't supposed to be in. Yeah, he was there, but he wasn't really there, if you know what I mean. Tae was just never able to stand up for himself. And when someone like this, who's constantly backed into a corner, is put into a box and can't speak their mind, they start doing sneaky stuff. And Tae, he just ended up taking the coward's approach.
You can never find who Tony is because I'm Tony.
What's going on?
Why the f would you do that? Because
Bring my
you
years though,
shouldn't
cause that ain't
you
cool.
should have never called me a fat Kelly Price.
And last but not least, envy. Envy is the negative feeling of wanting something that someone else has that you don't.
Yeah, nah, I need mine ASAP.
And I don't want to bring up the burners too much because everybody and their mother has talked about them. But I will share some of my favorite tweets. Top 3 would have to be Tae asking to run back another gay song wars. I know what you are.
No.
I'm not mad at it. Him making TikTok edits of himself.
Did you make your own edits? No comment.
I'm trying to get that.
Damn. Bro.
Oh no, I don't have CapCut, bro. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I did it.
And Tae calling Max a promiscuous womanizer. Funny coming from him. Like there's no way you read some of these tweets and not know it's him.
It's you. It's you.
I don't know how. I ain't do it though.
And this one too. He was so bad at hiding it that I was starting to believe that he wanted to get caught.
If this was not Tae's IG account, it would say follow or following right here or follow back. Come on, bro. This gotta be funny. There's no way, bro. Same email and number. He posted the slide too, right? Yup. Same exact screenshot, bro.
What I really want to do is talk about envy as it pertains to Tae's relationship with Max.
What you call your homie? What you call your homie?
What goes around comes around, you feel me? That business is gonna catch up to him.
These two have been friends since early 2023.
So Max has done it.
After Tae.
Oh, so I was correct. Nice, bro. Nice, bro. Humiliation ritual at its finest, bro. Humiliation ritual at its finest. So now I know that it's a part of the culture. Cool, good to know.
Made a, you guessed it, diss track on him.
No swag, nigga, need to take it off for you. 19 still eating up a
And their relationship has always had a comedic dynamic to it. Max was that petite light-skinned streamer, and Tae was that big silly friend who was always getting into trouble.
Yo, first of all, don't ever call a man petite ever again, bro. So please don't do that, bro. Please. You said a petite light skin? Please don't say that again, please, bro.
What if we all tripped out this?
Oh, that made me cringe in my soul, bro.
And while I commend Max for still being
So
friends
that's
with
petite
Tae,
light
because
skin.
trust me, if this was
A
someone
grown
like
man,
Sinat,
petite
he would
light
have
skin?
been sent Tae to the shadow
Hey,
realm. Now
yo.
Tae isn't perfect by any means, but neither is Max.
You telling me that you want me to like go crazy and like you want me to get out of that slump of like being like a loser and clowning me, but like you every time you boot up stream, you kind of add to that. So it's like, and everybody does.
And I respect Max a lot. I've watched him for years, so I've seen what he's done for Tae. But I've also seen him do questionable things towards him.
Tae gotta be top 4. He gotta be top 4, bro. He gotta be top 4, top 5. Just keeping a buck. Even though y'all niggas might think he fat and annoying and ugly and chopped, he got no neck, you feel me? No drip, no swag. You feel me? He wears size hates hats because his head is so big. He can't get a to save his life. All that shit, you feel me? Just, you feel me, across the board. Losers. Burgers. What the fuck? You stuff your face with protein powder, which is where you get your muscle from, and then the fast food fill the rest. So it makes sense why you're fat now. Would you Tay?
What the fuck?
Like, they saying your print small.
Y'all looking at my print?
What up, Chris? Yeah. Oh, that's why I called her. That's why I called her though. Come on. But that's not his bit though. But it's like they was.
Yo, if I have a friend like this, it's not me. I got cloned. Just that simple. Look, listen. I have a good amount of respect for Max or whatever, and you know his come up and stuff. But what he's done to this to Tae is crazy work. I'm not saying Tae is a victim because he's not. We don't do no victim stuff over here, bro. It's pure accountability, responsibility over here, bro. Max did have a play in Tae being a menace to society. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not going to lie to you. He did, and he needs to take accountability for that. However, Tae needs to take accountability, which we know he did in the end of this video. I know Tae made an apology because me, again, I didn't really work on this video. I just gave her advice on the video. This is my first time actually watching the whole entire video in its entirety. I didn't see like 90% of this video. I just seen the intro and I just know what happens in the end because I know he apologized, whatever. So that's probably what she's gonna add in the end. But yeah, so Max did have some play into Tae's villain arc. So yeah, there's that, bro.
Hates and shit.
Come on. If Silky could do it, I could do it.
And here's the thing though, it's like if she was really with Tae, she would know. I already going on a date with one of Max's friends. Why would I also start going on stream dates with another one of his friends? Keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck.
Why are you actively helping annoying TV out of all people? Take Tae2Smooth's girl. Looking back at it, Max has always been a D1 instigator.
I didn't think me saying I watched this nigga was gonna lead to all that. I don't know why his own teammates jumped on him. He's just an easy target. You know how there be punching bags? You could just take your anger out. I think he's one of them. I instigated that definitely because you know it was entertaining me, but then I got bored, so I'm gonna hop on this game now.
He did apologize to Tae, and for what it's worth, I still think he cares about him, at least more than Trent. I say this to say people would purposely do things to Tae for the sake of content.
Okay, so Tae, here's my thing, gang. This entertainment, you feel me? You
So
get
what?
made fun of for being a big facts. I get made fun of for this hairline.
Which just shows me that Tae is just a mere byproduct of a—
Listen, I understand jokes and you know we're homies and stuff, or we crack jokes or whatever, but it's at a certain point where it's like, dude, how many times you gonna call him fat? Like, do you want fat to be his identity? Like, seriously, being fat should not be his identity. He should actually try to change that. You should be like, okay, yeah, you're fat, whatever, it's a joke, whatever, but at the end of the day, you should be calling him fat like that his identity. Because if you keep calling him fat, he's gonna feel like that's his identity and he's gonna keep going with that. That's why he hasn't changed, bro. If you keep feeding stuff into this man's soul, you keep feeding stuff into his mind, he's gonna eventually play that out outwardly, bro. So you have to be very careful what you say to your friends, what you say to people, because life and death is in the power of the tongue, and we don't know what our words are doing to people at night or when they go about their day where we don't see them. We have to be very careful, bro. So he can't say, oh, hairline, oh, people make fun of my hairline. No, bro, because I'm pretty sure people got on your hairline every single day, bro. Like, I'm talking about in person, I'm not talking about online. Because online, yes, like there's like, it depends on where you are in life. Like, there's certain things on the internet where it won't affect you as much, but like it depends where you are in life. Like, it really depends. However, if you are in person and somebody's saying that your hairline is cooked, your hairline's going back 10,000 years or something crazy like that every single day, your mental is going to get affected eventually, because you're going to feel like that's your identity, and then you're not going to want to change it because you're going to feel like, without this messed up hairline, I'm not going to end up changing. I don't want to change because this is giving me clout. Without this humiliation ritual, I'm not going to be up. You know what I mean? I don't know if that made any sense, but yeah, that's why Tae hasn't changed, because he has no reason to. He gets clout all the time. That's just who he is. That's his identity. He's fat, so whatever. But at a certain point, you're going to reach your climax, and you can't take misery for long. Well, unless you're LTG, then yeah. But anyway, yeah.
Love so much. So of course he's gonna have an inferiority complex and pull a 6'9" if you guys are dunking on him all the time and messing with his emotions. These were the key ingredients for a villain origin story. And I don't think things started off as that, but it did go way too far. While finishing up this video, Tae did something that I thought he was never gonna be able to do, and that's apologize.
Nice.
made me happy, made me smile.
Can you blame me? It was looking grim.
I'm finna watch this whole stream, chat. I'm trying to get
I know that ain't who I think it is.
And I'm not talking about that Travis Scott apology he gave when he first got
Bro,
exposed.
Travis Scott literally all he did throughout that apology is like, you know, I'm sorry guys, like, you know, I wasn't expecting that to happen. Like, get your hand out your head, bro. Like, bro, that was so ridiculous, bro. I can't believe you got away with that. That stuff was crazy, bro. Like, man, just literally, oh, you know, I'm so sorry, you know, I pray for everybody, you know, oh my gosh, like, I'm so sorry that happened, like, oh man, like, ridiculous, bro.
It's nothing really to apologize about. I do want to apologize for not saying his face, you feel me? So that's the
Bro,
only
did you
thing
dye
I really
your
wanna
hair, bro?
apologize about.
Tay apologized for everything.
These past few months have been probably the hardest months of my life, you feel me? I just, you feel me, I realized that my actions have hurt other people and shit like that. It's not like I just realized, I realized over time, like, you feel me, just sitting and thinking, you feel me, going through life, I realized, bro, my actions really hurt a lot of people. And that's just something that I struggled with for the longest, is not coming to terms with what I did, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, I was wrong, you feel me?
My thing is like, I respect your apology, I do, and it's not like I could accept it because you didn't do nothing to me. But I respect your apology. Your apology was honorable. However, you need to work on your PR, bro. You can't make an apology and spam the N-word. I'm not taking you serious. I'm sorry. Like, I'm taking you serious because that's just a part of the, you know, black culture and stuff. However, if you want someone to really respect you and like want people of high value to really respect you, bro, you have to say an apology and not say any cuss words. Like, you shouldn't be saying cuss words, spamming, you feel me? Like, dude, I know we have filler words and we have to work on that. I have a filler word myself. One of my filler words is literally. I say literally like all the time. And also, like, I'm gonna try to stop. Those are very, very hard filler words to like get rid of. However, at least I'm not spamming the N-word. Like, you can't say, oh, I'm sorry, bro. Oh, I'm sorry, my N. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's just like, don't, like, if you're gonna say, if you're gonna give an apology, you don't have to say the N-word. You just don't. Like, you can be genuine without saying the N-word. Like, people understand what you're saying without you having to say the N-word, bro. We understand what you're saying. Like, you don't have to say the N-word. It's just like, and I'm not gonna say it defeats the purpose of the apology, but it's like, I just feel like you don't need to say the N-word to say an apology to black people, or majority of your audience as black people. You just don't have to say the N-word or spam it anyway, or you shouldn't say it at all, to be honest. But anyway, whatever.
I mean, it shouldn't have taken 8 months, but still, he took more accountability than 40-something-year-old LTG ever has. You feel me? How Tay backwards is apologize before you, yo.
You are worthless.
Might be the bare minimum, but we gotta start somewhere, because this guy Tay was ducking the accountability pill like it was the plague. He thought he could run away from his issues, dropping BS music, trolling, rage baiting, but it would always catch back up with him one way or another. Doing research for this video, I would watch his streams here and there, chat full of negativity, Tay always having to defend himself, even though he was trying his best to move past what happened.
Hey, bro, might as well throw that
I know
in there,
15's
though.
ass, bro.
Tell him get me for old time's sake.
He just always looked miserable. I don't know how to explain it, but something always felt off. And that's because he still had things unresolved. As for my final thoughts, Tay, whatever community you hop over to next, make sure it's somewhere you're appreciated and not tolerated and used. I'm glad he was able to take the weight off his shoulders and fully move on.
Sorry,
matter of fact, let's run that back one more time.
Make sure it's somewhere you're thoughts. Hey, whatever community you hop over to next, make sure it's somewhere you're appreciated and not tolerated and used. I'm glad he was able to take the weight off his shoulders and fully move on.
Sorry to everybody that I did dirty. Sorry to everybody that I did wrong. You feel me? I'm just doing this so I can never do this in the future. You feel me? I never want to make another apology video like this again. And I'm gonna see y'all.
And that's everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, I don't think you get it. If you're still watching, holy. I know you are, Kev. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. As a reward, here's my unfinished drawing of Tay. Because this video was a hell in a cell to make. I don't know. I don't know how.
Wait, why did you?
A hell in a cell to make.
Look at bro.
Because this video was a hell in a cell to me.
Bro. Literally. Like. Ah, that is funny, bro. That's funny. That's hilarious.
I don't know. I don't know how I thought through it. I try to give a fair and different point of view based on what I had to work with. But Tae2Smooth, man, it was just a lot. Please do not.
Wait, what was that?
Tae2Smooth, man, it was just a lot.
Is the video on Tae2Smooth? I finally get to upload a video. It's still on Tae. We're so back. I apologize for this. Who is this? Who is this guy?
Please do not send any hate to Tae2Smooth. His life is hard enough as it is. Tell me what you think about the video in the comment section down below, or if you have any video recommendations. Shout out to all the people who made videos on Tae that I used as a reference. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video eventually. Peace.
So what can we learn from watching this video, ladies and gentlemen? The first thing we can learn is identity. Our identity should not be in anything that will change, anything that will put us in a situation where we're tolerated and not appreciated. We should have an identity that is constant and consistent. And that identity is in Christ. Your identity shouldn't be anything else but in Christ. If your identity is in the WL community, you are going to get fried. It's a guarantee, fried. Number two, you should be very cautious about who you allow into your life. I know our parents say it all the time. Oh, don't hang out with that friend. Oh, you don't go to this person's house. And they had a point. Because when we grow up, we might end up being in some situation we don't want to be in, or in some dire, crazy, dangerous situation. Or just be in a humiliation ritual like Tae2Smooth and a lot of these streamers are in right now. So we have to be very careful who we allow to have access to our life. Very, very careful. We can't have people disrespect us and let it slide and just all this stuff. I'm not saying we got to be tough and start beating up people. No. What I'm saying is that we have to be very careful who we allow into our life, especially if they are chaotic, especially if they are destructive, and especially if they are not bringing us closer to the Most High or building our character up. If they're not building your character, making you get closer to Christ, or helping you in some type of way financially, emotionally, mentally, you have to get them up out of here. I'm sorry, with all due respect. We can't have leeches in our life, because there are some people that are just there to just leech on you and just bring you down just like them. It may not even be intentional. Most of the time, it's not even intentional. Most people don't leech and try to bring you down intentionally. Most of the time, it's unintentional. You have to be very, very cautious who you allow into your life, bro. So those are the two things that we could get from this video. Your identity should be in Christ, because Christ is consistent, Christ is constant, he will never change. And you will not have any insecurity in your identity in Christ. Number two, you should be very cautious about who you allow into your life. Be very careful who has access to you. Okay? And Tae2Smooth, if you're watching this video, I pray that you continue to go on this path that you're on. I pray that you have found Christ, or you find Christ eventually. I'll keep you in prayer. Alyssa, thank you for this video. This was a great video. And I pray that anybody that's watching this video learns from this or gets some type of wisdom from this video, and not to be in a situation like Tae2Smooth. No offense, all due respect. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, give your life to Christ if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. God bless.